Ben with Digital Dreams, we're taking you into day 3 and 4 of our LED installation. Let's go check it out. We're just cleaning up from the other day, the first video wall. We got to get all that stuff out the way before we can move forward to this 44-foot wall. So right now we're just double checking the length of that wall. Oh my God, that door took forever to open. It was like motorized, the motor wasn't working. We had a hand crank.
5 hours later.
Okay, right now we're unloading the 40-foot wow wall. So these are all the cabinets and all the modules for the wall that we're going to start to install today. I'll show you where we got to bring it. It's kind of far through the building. If you can't fit through here, you can go through this way. We have to get those wires. We have to pop a bunch of these tiles through those 2 stubs. Get them over to those 2 and down. Half through one pipe.
Just the wall right here?
Yep. And then half through that other pipe. So right here, this is the frame, the subframe basically that we use to attach the entire wall with. Look at that, 0, 0, 0. So that subframe, when you install it, you have to make sure that the whole bottom line is double checked with the digital, 4-foot digital level, and then followed up with the laser from one end all the way to the other end before you can start building up. Got Tony attaching those verticals right there. We're double checking each row just to make sure it stays the same. I think we did this whole subframe in 1 day, maybe? I don't know, I'll have to check. So you always double check before you put everything up with the laser. You check the horizontal and the vertical. And I just shoot this laser going up in between every screw right there. And you can see how it hits it everywhere. So I'm gonna scoot it down and check another one halfway through and just see if it looks the same. All right, so right now, Keelan's finishing this last couple rows. Tony's gonna figure out the trim. We're about to mock put the side trim on. So we have just this little 1/4 inch. That's right where the trim's gonna bolt to here, and then it'll sit flush with this. So it'll look like one giant box TV. Yeah, you have to put that trim on first. You can't put it on after the cabinets go up, so you gotta pre-attach. Right now, we're getting all the power leads ready for each column. So we're just wiring them in, cutting them to length. They're all gonna get wire netted here. Crammed in here. We're going to do this all the way down. 1 power cord for every one of these notches. Each one of these notches equals a column. So I'm going to put another one here, cut it. Put another one here, cut it, go all the way down until we're done. Dude, cutting those wires and stripping those things back is a pain in the butt. It takes a while. It took us a couple times to make sure it was all stripped and wire netted correctly too. When we first started that process, another electrician took over the site because the site's been abandoned for like a year. They started to bring construction back on due to COVID. And luckily we had the electrician double check the power. All right, day 3 is done. We got the 40-foot wow wall, the whole mount, or the whole frame for the wow wall is installed. And we have an update on the wind wall. The wind wall was 6 inches too short. The drywall team already came, cut out the new section to give us our extra 6 inches, and they're gonna put plywood in and seal that all off tomorrow. So as soon as we're done with this one, we'll get back to that one, but I don't think we're gonna get that one until next Monday. But we're all done for today. We're cleaning up. We'll be back tomorrow. Later. Well, here we are, day 4. We're pulling 42 wires and found myself inside the drop ceiling today. We got Keith Jr. over here in the drop ceiling. We got Keith Sr. on the other side and Keelan on the other side. We're pulling 42 cables. Yeah, originally they had 42 pre-made cables, but the conduit wasn't thick enough to get all of them through, so we bought our own Cat 5 and pull it all the way through and just re-terminated it all, which ended up being way better because we had to grease those wires just to get them through this cabinet. We got 2 more sets of 3 to pull, and then wire number 14 ripped open and got burned from pulling another wire, so we got to pull wire number 14 again. Then we'll be done on this side, and we'll go clean up and regroup and start dressing all the wires and terminating them. This Keelan getting that power ready. That was a pain, took us forever to do that. So since we ran all of our own wire, we have to terminate every wire, so we're probably going to spend about another 2 hours terminating and testing and labeling every one of these wires. And that's what we're doing right now. 2 of us to be outside terminating the other side. On this side, 2 more guys in the back room terminating there. We're going to test them as we go, dress it up, and then get to the cabinets. Yeah, these are all the labels we're putting on every cable. So we have the A's left on the outside, A's on the inside. B's on the outside, B's on the inside. A's are the white cables on top, B's are the blue cables on the bottom. Yeah, we bought 2 different color wires just to make it easier. The top half was all white, bottom half was blue. Easier to look at when you're going to troubleshoot. It has a redundancy system, so that way if the blue cable on the bottom fails, the white cable on the top still continues the feed down, so you don't lose image anywhere if one of the sending units fails. Here's what's going on right now. We're terminating, we're testing. 1 guy on top, I'm on the bottom, 2 guys in the back. We're trying to knock this out so we can start stacking cabinets. I don't know how many are left, but a total of 42 will be terminated today. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more to go on each side. So I'm prepping all the cabinets for tomorrow. Each one of these cabinets I gotta knock out the knockout here in the bottom left and then unscrew this power. So when we bring the power in, we can plug it in and bring the data in. Yeah, you have to do that on the bottom row and the top row only. Every other cabinet stays the same factory as it comes out the box. All right, it's March 11th, 4:30 p.m., day number 4. We ran 42 data cables, one for the top row, one for the bottom row. Everything's terminated, everything's tested. We're gonna clean this up tomorrow. The fiber is ran by others, that's already done, terminated and tested. We're gonna clean this up, plug that in, and then start hanging cabinets all day tomorrow. We're gonna start early on Friday and try to populate this whole wall. So all 190 cabinets, I think it is, are all put up tomorrow. Oh, and the wall over there for our last LED wall, they finished the patching and painting. They did have one accident. They drilled through and hit the water pipe, so a plumber had to come fix the water pipe, looks like they're finishing all that up today, but we won't get to that till next week. So we'll see you guys later tomorrow. Later. That was it, man. We did that job back in March. I didn't remember half of that stuff, but it's good looking back at that because that was a cool project. But we still got a couple more videos to show you on this, so we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.